Have you ever seen a team score 33 points in the fourth quarter? Well, me neither. But did you spot the crucial play that set everything in motion? Here's how it all happened. The Broncos entered the fourth quarter against the Giants down 19-0 and proceeded to score 33 points for the win, the most such points in the fourth quarter in NFL history by a team that had been shut out for the first three quarters. Teams trailing by at least 18 points with under 6 minutes left had lost the last 1,602 games in a row. So let's go back and start with the first domino to fall for them to get that win. While Denver's ability to score at will in the fourth quarter is at the forefront of this win, the comeback only starts to gain steam when their defense intercepts Jackson Dart in Giants territory with just under 5 minutes to go in a 26-16 game. So it's 3rd and 5 here, and Denver is actually going to show 7 players here on the line of scrimmage. They are showing an all-out blitz, and they're going to be playing some man coverage behind it. Instead of bringing these 7 players on the line of scrimmage that it looks like they're going to bring, Vance Joseph is actually going to do something a little bit different. He's going to take this linebacker here, Justin Sternad, drop him out into coverage. He's actually going to take this nickel corner over here, Jaquan McMillan, and fire him as a blitzer. And because the Giants think that they're getting pressure up the middle, McMillan as the nickel blitzer is actually going to end up free. And then you're going to have this separate player, Justin Sternad, in coverage, who Jackson Dart does not anticipate. Once you roll the play a little bit, you're going to see McMillan is going to get free as a rusher. Dart is not going to be prepared for Sternad to be in coverage, and he's going to step up in the pocket, throw this ball right at him, and a few plays later, RJ Harvey is going to score a touchdown. At this point, the game is still in the balance, but the tide continues to turn in Denver's favor with this next play. So Denver is going to come out in an empty formation with their running back over here to the left-hand side, and the Giants are going to match him with a linebacker over to the left-hand side. Now that's going to give us a little bit of an indication that we're getting man coverage because we're getting a like body on a like body, a linebacker on a running back. Denver is actually going to motion this player back into the backfield, and rather than him being on the left-hand side, he's going to end up on the quarterback's right-hand side. So why is that important? Well, if the Broncos know that they're getting man coverage, then they can draw one of these linebackers out of the box by using the running back. And so what the Broncos are going to do on this quarterback sweep for Bo Nix to the left-hand side is they're going to ask wide receiver Cortland Sutton to block down on the end right here, and then they're going to pull left tackle Garrett Bowles all the way out to the left sideline. They're going to get him running in front of Bo Nix. Bo Nix is going to take the ball himself, run up that alley, get all the way to the end zone untouched for a Broncos touchdown for them to go and take the lead. After Nix's 18-yard touchdown run, the Giants scored to bring this game back to 32-30 Giants, leaving the Broncos with less than 40 seconds to go get into field goal range to win this game. The very first play of that fateful drive was a reminder that sometimes it's better to be lucky than to be good. It all leads to this moment, the defining play of Denver's comeback. So the Broncos again come out in an empty formation, and this time they're going to have 4 receivers to the left-hand side, but we only really need to worry about the 2 on the outside. That's going to be wide receiver Cortland Sutton and other wide receiver Marvin Mims. Now, Cortland Sutton is going to run this deep dig route over the middle of the field, and Mims, just to the inside of him, is going to run straight down the hash, and he's going to try to clear this out for what is called a dagger concept. They're really trying to open up this spot in the middle of the field for Sutton on the dig route. If you watch the Broncos at any point in the season, you'll see that Bo Nix likes to throw this dig route to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to try to do that on this play, but that's not where the ball is going to end up. So we're going to run this play a little bit. We're going to see Bo Nix. He's going to scan. He's going to step up. You could see him looking over to Sutton to the left-hand side. He's trying to throw this dig route. He's going to try to throw it just past the linebacker who's sitting there. He's going to let it rip. Ball kind of floats on him and ends up in Marvin Mims' hand, who had stopped his route a little bit and ends up in the perfect spot to catch this ball. That completion to Marvin Mims put the Broncos at midfield, where you had to know the next ball was going to go to Cortland Sutton. And Nix did just that, hitting Sutton for a 22-yard toss to put the Broncos just inside of field goal range. And Will Lutz did the rest to send the Broncos faithful, the ones that stayed at the game, home pretty happy. Orchestrating a 33-point fourth quarter requires an all-hands-on-deck sort of effort. Offense, defense, players, coaches, and even Lady Luck. Everyone on the side of the Broncos capitalized on their opportunities in that fourth quarter, giving us one of the most improbable comeback wins in NFL history. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, go and check out last week's video on the Seahawks defensive line and how they destroyed the Jaguars and sacked Trevor Lawrence 7 times. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and throw us a comment with your thoughts on this week's video.